drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
10 yards.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
The handoff to Aaron.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yeah, he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Working out of the gun, Mayfield flushed out right. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sideline.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this throw will be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
By the Packers.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Browns 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second and goal, Mayfield. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Chubb.
The 24-yard line.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Brought down.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.